Hey man, what's up? Come back here. And anyway, see over there. Anything good? All right, welcome to leg 12 of our journey from San Diego to Anchorage. We're here in the Cessna 414 Chancellor. We're here at Tacoma Narrows. We're headed up to Pitt Meadows. We're going to stop by Friday Harbor on our way, drop off a couple of guests. I'm going to do a little IFR flight. I've actually done this a couple times, and my recordings got corrupted for the first time. Both times, and they're super fun flights. This is going to be an action-packed one. We got a lot of good stuff to do in the plane. It is one of my favorite aircraft. It's got a great flight model, taxis really wonderfully. It's got great electrical systems depth. It's just really, really pleasant. And even though it doesn't have failures, I did have my wing gear not come down on me one time, and I was able to use the emergency checklist and pump the gear back down. So anyway, yeah, we'll jump in here and we'll do a nice flight. We are on the beta server because I've been having some trouble on the main servers. So we'll see if they've fixed the issues here. So far, so good though. We'll see. So let's go ahead and get this stuff turned off. And this came out, like a year and a half ago or something. It really set the bar for add-ons, I gotta say. Like I think it's still the best twin prop in the game. I think it's better than, well, maybe not better than the C120 or whatever. That thing's pretty great, but I think it's better than the King Air. I like the King Air, but I flew it a couple of trips ago, but I like this one better. So let's go ahead and get rid of, even though that has failures. So let's go ahead and get rid of our luggage, and we will get rid of the child. I do not need any children on this flight. I cannot be responsible for children. I'll go ahead and get rid of the wing locker, luggage. All right, great. And now let's go and we're going to configure our fuel. We'll get our SimBrief panel open here. And the reason we're doing this first is I like to get the Hoskins fuel totalizer set up because you can only add to the number. So if you're too high, you have to reset it. And that involves turning off, resetting, and doing a bunch of stuff. So let's go to payload. We're here at 205 kgs is what we need. We need to convert it to pounds. So if we multiply times 2.2, that's 450 pounds. So 450 pounds, it's going to end up being about, we're going to go a little bit extra. We're going to go into the low 500s. And let's just get 42% in each tank. So that's 519 pounds. So we're going to need 86 gallons. Let's see what the totalizer is set for. So we need 86, 22. So we need 64. So we're going to hit function. Come down here for 6 clicks. Go to the next number, 64. Going to hit this, and then we're going to confirm it. And we're at 86 gallons. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and close that up. All right, let's get our engine going here. So first thing, before I forget, I'm gonna flip on the nav light. Let's go ahead and configure the fuel. Let's go ahead and crack our window. And when I say crack, I mean crack, because if you open those things up too much, they can get a little wacky in terms of in VR anyway. All right, let's get our magnetos on, and we'll get the alternators on because otherwise I'm going to forget them. So, and otherwise we're good. We configured fuel. We're all good here. We've got our light on. We're all set. So, all right, we're going to do the right first. So clear prop. I'm going to prime the right engine. I'm going to hit our starter. Great. Close that up. And let's just check our oil pressure, and we're looking good. All right, great. Let's go ahead and open up. I'm going to crack the throttle. We're going to prime. And clear prop. All right, great. Yeah. So we'll get into a coordinated. Coordinated cruise. We'll do run-ups, things that I typically skip or just don't know to do. We'll do it. All right. All right, let's get our avionics on. Oh, we should just double check that. Yeah, so both the fuel flow and the oil pressure is good. Let's get our, oh wait, I don't want this. I want this guy for sim. I'll get our flight plan programmed in here. This will just take a second. As I said, we're going to stop by Friday Harbor. And we're going to use a bit of a cheat, or not a cheat, but we're going to exploit a bit. We will switch to the Multicom, and that will spare us complaints from Pilot2ATC that we are deviating from our altitude. And that way I don't have to do 2 flight plans. We're going to use the GTN breakout panel. When I'm putting in flight plans and I have a GTN, this billboard size panel saves me some embarrassment. Although if I miss, it's even worse. So we'll do a flight plan. And this is my Pilot2ATC flight plan that I like to print out or print to a PDF. I like the formatting for it. So, all right, CYPK for Pitt Meadows. And that's just to the east of Vancouver. I don't know if I said that. We're going to add some waypoints here. So we've got KNUW, KNUW. We've got Friday Harbor, KFHR. And we got Orcas, so KORs. If you haven't been to Friday Harbor, it is fantastic. All right, and now Tacoma Narrows, we are doing the Narrow 1 departure, and then we will depart runway 35, load departure, and then Pitt Meadows, we're going to come down here, we're going to load procedure. We are on the runway 08 right Y, so go to approach 08 Y, and that's the E+ transition with Lexic, Me-Bomb, Kedby. All right, great. Yep, so that's all good. We'll load approach, and we are all good here. Let's get our Navigraph open. Let's get some comms dialed in. All right, there we go. Oh, there we go. All right, and so I know Tacoma Narrows Tower is 118.5. Flip to tower frequency. We are going to want the Friday Harbor Multicom. We'll just grab that now. So comms, and we're going to put that into our second GTN. So 128.25. We'll stow it over here. All right, and we'll go to. Oh, actually, we might even have more comms there. So, okay, Friday Harbor also has a NDB, a non-directional beacon, that we can use for our distance measuring equipment. So that is 284. So we're going to turn this knob to 0, and we're going to turn this to 2. I'm going to turn this to 84. And we'll go ahead and put that into our DME. We are going to want the KNUW VOR. That also has DME, distance measuring, or we can get, I think it's a VOR DME, so we can use, let's see, actually I'm not 100% certain on that, but let's see, 113.8, is that what we said? 113.8, great. And then we also, for shits and giggles, will load in this 110.6 in case we want to check. So, 13.
3 or on my 2-8, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, stop with
110.6. All right, great. So all good here. So talking through what we're going to do here. So we're going to depart from Tacoma Narrows. We're going to head north. We have the Seattle-Tacoma International airspace that we're contending with. So we will stay below this. Our cruise is 3,500 feet.
85, right at the end, and take the ramp. Right at the end of the ramp, you just
I'll find 3,500 eventually. So on our flight plan here, 3,500. Now the thing is that as we leave the airspaces, that'll keep us through here, and then we hit this gap where we're, I guess we're in, Class E, or I can't remember the airspace type, Class G. Can't remember. I'll have to remind myself. But in any case, we see a restriction here of 5,000, so we have to climb to 6,000 here. We'll get an altitude change, and then as we come over here, we will still be at 6,000, and then we'll start a descent. We'll switch. We'll get a frequency change to Friday Harbor. We'll drop off our guests, and then we'll continue to Vancouver. We come right over Vancouver International, and we go below it. So these airspaces, we're below. We need to. Oh, I didn't even know that was 2,500. So we really have to stay at 2,000 through here. And then once we cross over, then we can come up to 3,000. We're still good. 3,000. 3,000's good through here. Good through here. And then when we come up into Lexic, we have to drop altitude down to 2,000 so that when we come into Pitt Meadows as we come into our approach. But we should be good at that point. So, all right, great. Well, that explains all of that. We'll stow this over here. Let's get so flight director can go on. We'll go heading mode. We're 3,500. We can go indicated airspeed, and on our climb, we're going to want 120 for our top climb speed. So we'll set that now. And then we'll make some calls in a second here. Let's just get a little more configured. Actually, let's bring us back down to like 1,000 RPM. All right, there we go. So, yaw damper we want off. Let's get our Garmin on there. That map, and then let's see here. What are we at? 3,500. All right. So our vacuum system's fine. Pressure we don't have to worry about. Let's check temperatures. Outside temperature is fine. I don't think we have to worry about icing or anything. We'll throw on the pitot heat. But let's check the cabin temperature here.
Good morning.
All right, we're quite hot.
Copper 65 Papa Juliet Tower, good
We will get.
Yankees, current altimeter.
Okay, air conditioner is on high. Let's get our. Let's turn that off. Let's close these up.
Latitude 10 miles to the north.
And we'll flip this to cool.
To the southeast.
We'll cool it off a little bit. All right.
What
else we got here?
Is approved.
Just thinking if there's anything else. So coming through, that's why we do checklists, but we're not doing that right now. And we're all good. All right, let's go ahead and oh, cowl flaps are already open. All right, great. Let's make some calls. Okay, so we're at Tacoma Narrows Tower, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, ready to file IFR clearance. So Tacoma Narrows Tower, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, ready to file IFR clearance.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, contact ground on 121.8. Have a nice day.
Tower, helicopter 16 Tango Victor in flight, so with Yankee F base to the tower for departure to the south.
Helicopter 16 Tango Victor, flight, Pico Tower, departure will be at your own risk. Currently winds are calm. Departure southeast is approved.
Contact ground on 121.8, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo.
Bravo Alpha Echo, ground frequency is 121.8.
Yeah, I kind of munged it. Ground frequency is 121.8, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. All right, let's flip to ground. Tacoma Narrows ground, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, ready to file IFR clearance.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo is cleared to Charlie Yankee Papa Kilo. Climb via the Narrow 1 departure, with the KNUW transition, then is filed. Expect departure runway 35. Maintain 3,500 feet. Departure on 120.1. Squawk 4251.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo is cleared to Charlie Yankee Papa Kilo. Climb via the Narrow 1 departure with a canoe transition, then as filed. Maintain 3,500 feet. Departure on 120.1. Squawk 4251.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo read back correct. Altimeter not currently available. Let us know when you are ready to taxi.
Delta 2636, you're next.
Altimeter not currently available. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, you were garbled. Please say again.
Altimeter not currently available. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. Alright. Tacoma Narrows ground. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo ready to taxi to runway 35.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo taxi to runway 35, hold short runway 35.
Taxi to runway 35, hold short runway 35, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. Okay, the taxi is pretty easy here, so. Alright, great. So let's hit the, we'll hit our taxi lights, we'll hit the parking brake, we'll flip this over to terrain. Aye. Alright, and we're off. And we'll do our run-ups when we get over there. So when we get over to Friday Harbor, we will drop our guests off. I'll check my butt kicker here. Oh, it is not on.
Ground up 1656, join Lima for ramp 2. Delta 1656, ground taxi to ramp number 2. Delta 1656, ramp 2.
Let me see if I can see my color. Oh, no, there we go. Now it's on. Oh, come on, no hands. It's the beauty of flying an airplane.
Again, the E170 off your right, steer sequence powers on 125.32.
Roger that, 2532, Delta 415, good.
Come on.
We're on the ground, 201, North Fargo, Alpha 11. Got a 330 for...
Alright, when I get to my run-up, I'm going to check it quick.
That's 1, hold for the 8 left to Charlie.
Maybe my sim haptic's not running or something. Alright. So yeah, so when we get up to Friday Harbor, we'll drop off our guests. Part of my... Oh, you know what? We should check that AC. I bet that thing is cooling us off right now, and I don't want to sit there and yo-yo back and forth. Yep. Sure enough. Alright, let's put the plenty cool. Go ahead and flip that off. Let's go ahead and throw on our cabin heat.
And Delta 704, I'm guessing you're ready now?
We're ready, Delta 704 is here.
So we'll go to Friday Harbor. There's a cafe called Ernie's Cafe there that I saw when we visited, when that airport was released by Asobo. And my dog's name is Ernie, so we're Bravo Alpha Echo Bert and Ernie. And so I like dropping by Friday Harbor. It's a challenging landing. The slope is, the runway is sloped, and I've gotten off on the right side a couple times in this aircraft, but I think I've got it down pretty well now. So we shouldn't see anything too horrendous.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo contact tower on 118.5. Have a great flight.
Tower on 118.5. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo.
That's 1, roger.
Alright, we'll flip that. Alright, and we'll turn into the wind here, and we will get through some run-ups quick. Just check our controls. Alright. Alright, parking brake is engaged. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flight controls are good. Let's check our magnetos, or our alternators. So we're on the right alternator. If we lose the left, or lose the right, it's all on the left. If we do the right, we have the load, and we zero out the load. If we go to the right, and we drop the left, we should double the load, half the load. So, yep, those are working great. And then let's check, let's get up to 1800 RPM.
710 Golf Tango Tower, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
I'll just do a max check quick. So we're checking for about a 100. Wow, that was more than I usually get actually.
Tower, stay almost 05 now.
There we go. We'll bring that back up. We'll hit the right one now. We got just a slight drop. It's good. Can let the left hit the last right one. And we got a little bit of a movement there. So those are all within tolerance. It's great. So let's make our call. Tacoma Narrows Tower, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, ready for departure, runway 35.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo cleared for takeoff. Runway 35.
Alright, let's get our strobe and landing lights on. We'll hit our parking brake. And we'll head out. Let's check flaps. But flaps should be up for this. We got a little bit of left to right wind.
I need to make an adjustment. Right, so I'll call you back in a minute when I'm ready to go. FAM 005, Roger.
Alright. So we're gonna climb, and then we're gonna get into our best climb. We'll go to 35 inches manifold pressure and 2,500 RPM, and then we'll get into our cruise. We're gonna rotate it 95, and we are good for takeoff. Oh, pitot heat. We are good for takeoff. Airspeed's alive.
75 feet, Brunner, able to turn through 19, ready to go southbound.
FAM 005, Chico Tower, traffic will be at Lake Chicago, departing runway 31.
At 80,
Chicago 5, Lake
90, 95, building back pressure and rotate.
Runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
Out of usable runway, we'll put the gear up. Just gonna touch my trim here so that we don't get any surprises later on. We have those surprises now when we're expecting them. And we will get our climb going. We should be at 120. Gotta get to the blue line.
Copy your 84 X-ray, frequency change approved, stay flight.
Alright, and we are past 400 feet. We can go ahead and start bringing it back to 35 manifold pressure. We'll bring the RPM back. It'd be great if I had actual prop levers, but
Flight here to Romeo Juliet. Traffic is currently over the river about 4 miles west of your position. Type and altitude unknown.
alright, and then
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo contact Seattle approach on 120.1. Enjoy your afternoon.
Altitude Romeo Juliet, looking for the traffic.
departure on 120.1, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. We'll flip this CDI mode to GPS, and we're still climbing to, we need to switch. Seattle departure, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo at 3,500 feet.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, good afternoon. Radar contact. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, you are off course. Turn left heading 295 to return to course. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, turn right heading 340, then direct Kilo November Uniform Whiskey. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, resume navigation.
Resume navigation, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. What did I say, resume? It was not resume. Alright, let's see if we can, we're coming up on our altitude capture, and there we are. See if we can trim out here, and we'll try to actually get into our autopilot now. So we can turn on the yaw damper. Let's go ahead and hit the autopilot. We're going to monitor this because it has been...
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo descent and maintain 3,500 feet.
It's because I'm fighting my climb. So let's get... we'll come back to 30 inches of manifold pressure and 2,400 RPM. Let's descend a bit. Just trying to get, I'm behind the plane right now. I'm not where I want to be. Okay, and then let's bring...
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo expedite descent to 3,500 feet.
Expedite descent to 3,500 feet. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. This is not great. I'm not happy about this. So let's get, let's go ahead and get ourselves to 30 manifold pressure. Let's get ourselves to
Approach American 660 approach, you want to expect a visual approach to runway.
Alright, we are on GPS here. Let's hit the yaw damper and let's hit the autopilot. Alright, there we go. Alright, finally it's taken over. Alright, great. So we are in cruise here. I do not like the way my props are sounding. There we go, that's a little better. Let's get the prop sync on. Alright, and we need to keep an eye on... I want nav mode. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to go for Lena Peak here. So we've got our mixture here. We're going to add mixture until it starts coming back down. So that's rich of peak. So we want to be lean of peak. So we're going to pull back. We're looking at the temperature here. So, and as we pull back, and as it drops back down, that's lean of peak, and we'll come down to 50 degrees lean of peak. There we go.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo contact Seattle Center on 128.5. Have a good afternoon.
Center on 128.5, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. Seattle Center, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo at 3,500 feet.
228 contact.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, good afternoon.
Approach 126.
Alright, let's see. We just got to make sure that as we exit the airspace here, so as we come out of this area here, we can start climbing. And we'll get clearance to climb to 6,000 feet. Alright, we're feeling pretty good about this so far. Well, we've got a moment here. We'll go ahead and put this in our lap. And now let's go ahead and grab this, and we'll go back and have a seat back here.
4555 level 300.
Hey, what's up, guys? Whoa. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up, give you guys some entertainment here. Hey, man, what's up? Come back here. And, hey, what? You see over there? Anything good? Huh? Excuse me. And then that girl, she looks completely annoyed. That's great. Alright, excuse me. Nope. What did I just flip? I don't want to flip it again. I flipped a switch. I was not on my my view toggles whatever. I think we're already there, are we not? We're not. So it'll be midway through here. So maybe when we get to that shadow. Yeah, that looks about right. Alright. And we're not using live weather, that's why I haven't set the altimeter. It is 29.92. Alright, let's check our, see how we're doing on our temperature. Looking pretty good. Great. We're just on the edge of the warm. Alright, I think we can go ahead and lean this back a bit more. Alright, now you can see we're 40 nautical miles from KNUW. So I think this is the. This is probably the VOR over there, I think. All right, yep, that's back on the other one. Oh, we got a hot air balloon here. Oh. Alright, so let's blind ourselves for a second. Alright, so what that is, I'm just looking for stuff to show you guys, so let me turn off that light. So there's these little landing lights here, and what we'll do is we will go ahead and retract them. So you can see it's animating backward there. There goes our little hot air balloon. We can also pull the cowl flaps. Oh, jeez. I just grabbed my trim. Lucky I didn't break my autopilot. Let me see if I can discreetly grab the cowl flaps. So those are closed. Seattle Center, Chancellor Bravo Echo requests 6,000 feet.
Johns North Rebel Alpha Echo climb and maintain 6,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 6,000 feet, Chancellor Bravo Echo. Alright, and then let's use indicated airspeed. Actually, we can use vertical speed. Alright, let's go ahead and get it back into our climb configuration. So we're going to 35 manifold pressure. Let's go ahead and hit the prop sync because I'm going to, I'm certain, screw that up. So let's go ahead and adjust props back to 2,500 RPM. Actually, we'll lean the fuel a bit. There we have 5,000. We're within 1,000 of our. That's the within 1,000 of our limit. Let's make sure we respected the airspace. We did. Oh, we are just gonna make it. Oh, actually, we're above 5,000, so we're all set. So, all right, great. And on to KNUW. That's perfect. Great.
Johns North Rebel Alpha Echo climb and maintain 6,000 feet.
That's weird. My autopilot went off. That's weird.
Brickyard 3426, center Roger. Climbing speed count flight level 310.
Alright, now that we're done our climb, we can bring it back down to 30 inches. And this should be based on altitude and the temperature. I do not have the POA for the Chancellor, so. Alright, let's find Lena Peak again. So that's Richa Peak. Bring it back. Here's our peak, and then we'll just lean it back a bit.
Yeah, 727, contact center 126.52.
We'll leave it a little richer and just pick up a bit more speed. We can flip back the prop swing back on.
American 1693 requesting 350.
Actually, I think. This is where those little, was it Bernoulli or Ventura, whatever the twisting dial is. See if I can sync these up. So what I'm doing is I'm looking to see that this has stopped moving, and then I'll hit the prop sync.
John Slow, Bravo Alpha Echo, contact Seattle Center on 125.1. Have a good afternoon.
Center on 125.1, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. And I've tried more complex calls for these, getting on these frequencies, and just reporting the altitude is the safest way to deal with this in Pilot2ATC. Seattle Center, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo at 6,000 feet.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, good afternoon.
I think that this is Rex Accu season, and I'm not a fan. It's been kind of muddying up my runways a bit on the reeds. I picked it up probably about 3 weeks ago, and yeah, that tinting of the terrain is not great for airstrips, and occasionally get weird stuff like this. So, although that could be Bing Maps too. Anyway, all right, let's check our temperature here. Cabin, just make sure everybody's doing all right. Yep, we're doing all right. It's dropping, but we'll keep an eye on it. Should be all right. And then let's just check our P's and T's. Everything's looking nice. Doing well on fuel. Okay, we got 17 nautical miles till our turn. It's gonna be, I think, right in there. And Friday Harbor's over here, so probably got about 10 minutes more before we get over to Friday Harbor. Maybe a little bit more. Such a great looking aircraft, though. Really nicely done. So that's our first camera position. Second camera position. Third camera position. Fourth camera position. Yep, alright, there we go. I can see the airport coming up here. That's where our VOR is.
American 1334, clear direct sandbar and 310 knots of grade.
Direct sandbar, 310 knots radar on the speed American 1334.
So we're going to want to remember this frequency because we're going to get back to it. So actually, this is our, I'm going to throw in 128250 for the Friday Harbor Multicom. And then we'll make a switch there. Here's a mountain over here. I'm not sure which one it is. Put this down. And that guy right there. It's not Mount Rainier because that was back there. Curious what that peak is over there. Oh, so the last two flights I did, I guess traffic in sight kind of puts these objects in the same place because I've seen this hot air balloon right next to the airport. It's like, it's probably not a good idea. You probably don't want to be hot air ballooning right in the pattern. Might be a little risque. Make sure I'm not showing you guys anything too unpleasant. We'll hand fly over here from Friday Harbor and the rest of the trip once we get going. Although I guess on the ILS approach, not ILS, RNAV approach, we'll hand fly it in. But when I was going through Vancouver, it gets a little. There's a lot of changing frequencies. Managing the airspaces certainly helps having the autopilot flying the plane. So, yeah, there he is. He's a little bit further in now. He was over there before. That said, I gotta say, Rex AccuSeason does do a nice job. Quite nice. Alright, turns coming up. And then after we kind of pass the shore there and after we get out of this airspace, airspaces. Okay, I've got them on. Alright, yeah, so when we cross this line, that's when we can get our frequency change. We'll descend down. So Friday Harbor's right over here on that second island over there. Yeah, if anybody knows what that, I guess I can look it up afterwards, but as well, if anybody knows what that is, and if anybody knows what that airspace is that we were in. I know my airspace is a bit, but but yeah, not great. I should probably know better right now. All right. Seattle Center, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, request frequency change.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. Frequency change approved. Report when back on frequency.
We'll report when back with you, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. Alright, we'll flip to the Friday Harbor Multicom.
Bravo, 3,500 coming in.
Alright, and then let's get, let's do indicated airspeed. And let's get a descent going here. IAS. Oh, you know what? Actually, we gotta reduce this. So let's bring this down to, I'm gonna come down to 2,000. Let's Get IAS going. Yeah, watch our, well, got it set to indicated airspeed, so should be alright. Generally don't want to stress the plane. So we're actually going to come out, let's go to, actually, you know what, let's go to heading mode. Let's get this configured here. So actually, let's get our bug, that's what we care about. So I'm going to head kind of that way. Let's go ahead and hit our heading.
Traffic 93 left, crosswind 19.
Trying to come in over into this area here so we can enter it at a 45 for the right hand 3-4. So Friday Harbor traffic, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, 10 nautical miles to Friday Harbor, approaching from the east for to join the pattern for the 3-4 Friday Harbor traffic.
Traffic 923, left downwind 19. Traffic 923 departing to the northwest, last call.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember how to actually get this over here. I need to look into this a bit more.
Traffic, during flight off the
This is still tracking the DME for the VOR. So. Oh wow, traffic in sight. All right, how are we doing here? We're coming down to 3,200 feet. Let's go ahead and hit our. We'll turn off the yaw damper, and we'll fly the plane. So let's go ahead and reduce throttle, pull back.
Traffic, Meridian 166, Romeo Victor is 15 miles to the northwest, down, moving right main entry 1619.
Which I don't know why, I don't need to quite be so quite aggressive yet. Just worry about slowing the plane down, but let's get down to 2,000 feet.
Right base, 19.
Say pattern altitude.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo pattern altitude is 1,200.
Traffic, Meridian 166, Romeo Victor is on a 2-mile final, runway 19.
And I should not have my prop sync on.
Traffic, Victor 9414, about 10 miles to the southbound for 19.
That's off at 2,000, and then we'll descend as we come into the pattern. Friday Harbor traffic, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, joining downwind, right for runway 34, Friday Harbor traffic.
Traffic, right at top of flag, inbound on the 19 approach.
Alright, let's get our mix back up. There's Friday Harbor there. So what they say, 1,200 for the pattern altitude. That was not a great entry to the pattern, but I want to kind of maintain a bit of altitude here. I'm going to do a bit of a, I'm going to extend the downwind here. Friday Harbor traffic, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo downwind, runway 34. Friday Harbor traffic. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our gear down.
91673 to 10.
Props to full. Start bringing the in. I'm going to try to hold altitude here. Get ourselves some, drop some speed. We're going to make our turn here. Friday Harbor traffic, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, turning base, runway 34. Okay. And then let's go first stage of flaps. Let's get our landing lights on. That is a terrible lineup on my part. I totally misjudged that. Alright, second stage of flaps.
We're showing about 5 miles to the northwest, also for a straight in. What type of aircraft to do? Can I get you, or should I do a circle?
Straight in. I'm not sure. Are you behind or in front of me?
On the side of you, and we're
Friday Harbor traffic, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo established on final.
Okay, see if I can find you here.
See if we can burn a little speed here. I should have some pappies. I can't see them yet. Okay, I can see the runway now. That's where I think the AccuSeason's kind of screwing it up for me here. Coming down. I still don't see the pappies. Are they all white? Is that the problem? Here's the outer marker. Hiya.
traffic, Cessna 377, about 2 miles out. Runway 19.
Alright, we'll go down here and taxi out.
That's traffic when pop flag is circling before going back in.
Alright, great. And we'll come down here and we'll dump our guests at Ernie's Cafe. And we'll continue. Alright, let's get our flaps back up. Oh, you know what? We shouldn't be changing configuration while we're on the runway. That's bad practice. You want to keep your configuration generally what you have until you clear active. Friday Harbor traffic, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, clear of active.
Aircraft calling headquarters is Multicom on 128.25.
Yeah.
It appears you may be on the wrong frequency.
No, I'm not. I'm on the right frequency. Alright, let's go up here and we will drop our guests off. Let's go ahead and, for the moment, flip our pitot back off. We're probably blinding everybody, so let's get our landing lights off. We can get our strobe off. We'll just have our nav lights on here and taxi. There's Ernie's Cafe. There it is. It's a thing of beauty, man. It's great. And I'm pretty sure my wing just went through it, but I'm not going to look. And if you didn't see it, oh jeez, then I saw it. All right, let's get these guys out here. All right, we are going to dump these two, and we'll keep the rest. All right. Now, let's go here. We're going to taxi down to our runway here. You know what, actually... you know what, I should have just gone around the runway, around the thing, but hey, you know what? That's what you get for coming to Ernie's Cafe. Alright, here we go. We're going to taxi down here. I'll head over to Pitt Meadows and hopefully finish this up, and hopefully I'll pull I'll take my VR headset off and be so happily surprised to find that we actually got a full flight. Alright.
Traffic to number 5 Lima Bravo is 6 miles.
All right, let's get
Still descending out of 3,500. Going to be
this
making
back
left base
set
for
for.
runway 19.
We're gonna want.
Anybody in the area, please advise.
I think we're gonna want wait, we're gonna 3,500 feet. Okay.
Traffic center
Runway
number 5,
heading.
Bravo's on a 3-mile left base for runway 19er.
So we want 3, 4. This is when I take us off of the taxiway because I'm trying to do 2 things at once. But I like the challenge. All right, there we go. And I can't help myself. I have no self-control.
Traffic center number 5, Lima Bravo, turning final runway 19.
All right, now this is not a gimme in terms of a takeoff. So we actually will go 1-stage flaps, and we'll be rotating at 90, and we will just be making it.
Traffic Cherokee 735.
Let's check how our climate's going here.
Miles to the south, sending through
I knew it.
5,500
I knew it.
feet per landing. We'll enter the pattern on the 45 for left down. Runway 19er.
All right, let's see here. Let's just see how our climate control is doing. I can't even. Oh my gosh, it is baking in here. All right, let's get the. We're just gonna jank these guys left and right. All right, here we go. Actually, let's get cowl flaps back open.
Traffic Cherokee 735.
And that's trim wheel.
About to turn left downwind for runway 19er, full stop.
Let's see if we can center that up.
Traffic Cherokee 735 to Whiskey. Turning left base to runway 19er.
Oh, Friday Harbor traffic, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, departing runway 34, Friday Harbor traffic.
Aircraft calling and
Yeah, I know.
Multicom on 128.25.
I know.
It appears you may be on the wrong
All right, we gotta-
frequency.
It's pretty neutral wind.
Scoot now, man. I'll slow her down. You can get out of here. Hey, someday I'm going to grow up to be a
All right, we are going to do a short field. I'm going to use every inch of runway, or pretty much.
Traffic Cherokee 735.
It's all the way up. Everything's all good there.
Runway 19, this will be a full stop.
All good. All right. Actually, pumps should be on high on takeoff in case there is an engine-driven pump failure, and then we flip it back to low when we get into our cruise. I forgot to do that. It's not critical, but all right. And we are all good. All right.
I wonder if we can stop that first top off jet anything good.
What did I say? We were doing short field.
Sure thing, top off jet anything
I probably just handicapped us.
Taxiway you guys located off of? We're located
Airspeed's alive.
Traffic Cherokee 97 Foxtrot, touch and go.
That was not a bad landing given how crappy the setup was. We're 80, 90, 95, and rotate. As I said, we're out of usable runway, gears up, gear up, and flaps up. That alarm is because our gear is coming up while our flaps are still down. Alright, we're going to go to 35. We'll bring the props back to 25.
Skylane 3498 Sierra, 7 miles to the north, down, crossing overhead, left traffic 31.
We'll head over to Orca Island here. Let's get our yaw damper on, flight director on. We should be climbing here.
Victor 117, up 4 miles, 89 North Carolina, Molly.
Okay, flaps are up, and pitot heat should be on. Landing lights should be on. Strobe should be on. My goodness, Bert. All right.
Traffic Starlink 34980 is 2.8 miles mile 31.
Seattle Center, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, back with you. Seattle Center, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo with you.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, this is Seattle Center on 125.1. Please repeat your request.
3173, contact center.
Seattle Center, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo at 3,000 feet.
133.2.
Seattle Center, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo at 3,000 feet.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, expedite climb to 6,000 feet.
Seattle Center, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, request 4,000 feet.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, climb and maintain 4,000 feet. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, contact Vancouver approach on 128.6. Enjoy your afternoon.
Approach on 128.6, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo.
Air Canada 1190, contact Cessna 127.12. Good day.
Vancouver approach, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo at 4,000 feet.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, good afternoon.
All right, great. All right, so we are now making our way into our approach. We're coming over cores right now.
Okay, our current speed on the tower, Nova 314.
And hopefully we make our turn here, actually. I'm worried a bit right now looking at this. Yep. All right, let's get... Actually, ironically, I think our heading bug is actually not far off from where we need to be. Keep that coming, we'll keep that coming, we'll keep that coming. Alright. We're on our way. It's beautiful out here. Alright, let's get it back into our cruise configuration. So we're going to come back down to 3,000. We're going to come down to... Let's go with 20... Actually, let's go with 22. Wow, those turn knobs on the Gear Falcon TPM is really nice for fine tuning the prop sync. Just getting that locked in there. Alright, great. Still on course. That's great. So let's just make sure, let's see here, so we have to be below Vancouver approach, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, request 2,000 feet.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo expect the RNAV Yankee approach to runway 08 right with the A-class transition at Pitt Meadows.
Expect the RNAV Yankee approach to runway 08 right with the E-plus transition, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. Alright, let's get down to 4,000 feet, or 2,000 feet. We should have been on that, but she gave me clearance, so I assumed it was okay. Ground at 2,500. Vancouver approach, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo request 2,500 feet.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo negative. Your requested altitude is below the minimum for your route. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. Alright. Well, we'll just take altitude notes from them. I'm not going to worry about managing the airspace. And it's ATC will take care of me in theory. Why is my altitude? Alright, there we go. Alright, let's get a look at our Pitt Meadows approach. So we can't be going faster than 200 knots. It's not going to be a problem, I don't think. Let's see. Missed approach, do not exceed 165. I don't think we'll have a missed approach. It's pretty clear today, and it's not a hard approach. Safe altitude within.
That's 540.
Wow, it's just interesting. Must cross Kedby at 2,000. That's going to affect us, right? Yeah, 2,000. But we said that, I think. I think we said we have to, as we transition. Here, let's get rid of. As we come into here, I think. As we get to Lewix, we have to drop down to 2,000, so. Alright. It's kind of crazy. We are off course.
You are off course.
Yep, sure are.
Turn right heading 340 to return to course.
Alright.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo turn right heading 340.
Yep, I did. Heading 340, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. .9. Oh wait. Galena Peak.
Yeah, 540.
There we go.
That's 3,000, that's 540. Encore 3531, contact tower, 1835. 1835, Encore 35, station 1, have a next unit. Next unit.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo resume navigation.
Resume navigation, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo.
Sir, 763, contact tower 1835, morning, sir, 705,
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's go back. Flight plan, and let's. Hi.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, you are 17 nautical miles southwest of Pitt Meadows Airport. Cleared for the RNAV approach
What was
to
I doing?
runway 08
Oh,
right
I was
at Pitt
activating my-
Meadows with the A+ transition.
Alright, let's activate that approach. Cleared for the RNAV approach to runway 08 right with the E+ transition, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. I know that was really late. I am behind the plane at this moment. Alright, and let's get RNAV. Okay, I don't have to change frequency or anything. I thought it was, yeah, that call is not a frequency. Alright, great. We're into Vancouver, yeah.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo altimeter not currently available. Contact tower on 126.3. Enjoy.
Altimeter not currently available. Tower on 126.3. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo. Pitt Meadows Tower, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo at 3,000 feet.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, good afternoon. Continue RNAV to runway 08 right, call when established on final.
Continue RNAV approach to runway 08 right. Will call when established on final. Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo.
Tower, Harbor Express 302. We're just at the
Alright.
2 band at 1,000 feet for the call over downtown. Harbor Express 302, better identified. 3004.
Alright, let's go ahead and start our descent.
302, thank you. Express 309, North Stanley 1,500, with VOR arrival, we have Tango. Express 309, doing an air 3004, Express 309.
Man, I didn't realize Vancouver was such a sprawl. Oh wow. All right. Pitt Meadows is going to be right out there beyond the bridge. I think it's on the right side of the river. See if I can help us slow down a bit here. Also lean the mixture a bit more.
Hotel Juliet Victor, circle east of the vehicle 26 left, turning.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, we're gonna need a bit more thrust than that. We don't want to drop our speed too much right now. This is feeling pretty good. And we'll take the controls when we make this next turn here. I'm too antsy. I'm gonna take the controls. Turn off the. We can leave the flight director on. We will keep the yaw damper off. And our runway is just beyond the island right there. Alright, let's get our plane configured for landing, for arrival. Pitt Meadows Tower, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo established on final.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo cleared to land runway 08 right.
Cleared to land runway 08 right, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo.
Turn to 301, exit onto runway 31, contact ground 117.
Exit 31, contact ground, get on to 21,
Alright, let's get the gear down.
911, wind 2607, clear to land runway 26 left.
See if I can get ourselves lined up a bit better. Alright, let's go for one stage. Oh, I already got one stage. Let's go. Okay, landing lights are on. That's good.
Target AOS at 123 with the ILS left. Question 123 to our afternoon, 60 at 9. There's a ladder, means we're left. Afternoon, clear line 8 left, question 123. Sure. Tower 3898, go Vancouver there. Tower 3898, RNAV.
We're bringing on the 500 and try to cut throttle by the 1,000.
Wind is 160 at 10. And land near left 3898.
Center marker. Actually, I'm going to come down on the numbers.
Contact ground 121.7. Good day.
21-7 American 1415. We'll see you next time.
Ground effect. Oh, whoa. I got scared and floated it. All right, here we go. Cut throttle. There you go.
Tower 10 West 929 is with you. Visual approach.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo exit runway when able.
That was not the best approach.
Joint final
Can West 929 Tower, get you with 2808, altimeter 2973, clear to land runway 30.
2973, clear to land runway 30, 10 West 929.
Pitt Meadows Tower, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo Clear of Active.
Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo welcome to Pitt Meadows contact ground on 123.8. Have a good afternoon.
Ground on 123.8, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo.
Swoop 182 Tower, good day, wind 290 altimeter 2973.
Pitt Meadows ground, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo, request taxi to general aviation parking.
Good day, 1640 short.
Bravo Alpha Echo taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Charlie, apron 1.
Charlie,
For 1640,
apron 1.
Delta 3009,
Separated by the control tower.
the WestJet off the right.
Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Charlie, apron 1, Charlie, Chancellor Bravo Alpha Echo.
Delta Bravo, the Delta cross right.
Delta cross your right down, travel by WestJet.
I don't know if that's apron 1, but that's where we'll park. Let's go ahead and get, actually, we should have our strobe and landing lights off. We're going to nav and taxi and wrap it up. Power down and get out of here. And then I think we'll take the Kodiak on the next trip. I was going to do the Kodiak for this trip, but I decided against it and decided to go with the old trusty Chancellor 4114.
West Delta 3009, is Fox front taxi by Delta cross runway 30 right.
Taxi Delta cross 50 right, Rouge 1948.
Wasn't spectacular, but it was a good flight. It was fun. I see some textures here that look like airplanes from the sky, so I'm gonna put this guy right here.